Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in again. I know it's been some gaps between getting things done and whatever else, but anyways, we're gonna put the 427 intake manifold on today, and I got the new valve covers, and I got some other goodies for this thing too. So a little birdie told me that we're probably gonna be starting to work on this car, the 69 Camaro that is, in a couple of weeks. Some parts have gone in to get the front end all built and the steering box and such, but the motor should be going in sometime in August anyways. Just for reference, it's 13th of July today. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna get this intake manifold on. Just some background on the intake manifold. The one that was on the car originally, let's see if I can find it here. I had it kicking around the garage someplace. But, oh, here it is down here. It's pretty gross. Now what happened was, you could buy that Edelbrock Performer 2.0, which is what that one is, in a chrome version, which is the rough casting. They fill it and they put like a chrome paint on it. It looks great if it's 1985. So what we decided to do here is just go back to the original aluminum look, the rough cast, and go back with that kind of style. The pulleys that I got for the car as well are the similar color, so it's kind of tied all together. And they got some really trick valve covers for it too. The welded Chevrolet Pro ones, whatever you want to call them. They look pretty slick. So anyways, let's get started and get these things on here. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about putting an intake manifold on. I assume most people know how to do it, but I know the difference with the big block Chevys. My background is mostly Ford stuff, and the intake manifold gaskets tend to stick better to those heads. On these ones here, what they recommend you do is use what's called gasket cinch, or most of the people out there are just using this stuff right here, just a little bit of contact cement. And what that does, it just bonds, you attach a little bit to the gasket, a little bit to the cylinder head, just in about 4 or 6 spots, and it holds it there and keeps it in place while you lower the manifold on. It also comes with these little quart gaskets here for the ends, which I don't think anyone in the world uses. Just for those of you not familiar with intake manifolds, that's for this surface right here. Pretty much the standard is just to put about a 1/4 inch to 3/8 bead of silicone along there, an RTV silicone, and that takes up all the play in there, and it provides pretty much a goof-proof seal. I did that on Mustang. I've done that on any number of engines I've built in the years. So let's get at her. All right, so what happened there is I actually forgot to hit record. So what I've done is I went around, found that same pattern again, starting here, 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 and so forth. At 15 pounds, first of all, getting it just tightened up, snug. And then going around 15 foot-pounds to start in that rotation. And then again at 25. What I am gonna do now though, it's had a few minutes to sit. Everything's compressing a little bit. I'll go back and check it one more time just to make sure everything is the same and the bolts have the same kind of tightness to them. All right, so if I've done this right, and I think I have, there's, this is sealed up real neatly underneath here, and same on the back. I just had a quick look, and it's sealed all the way through, so that's good. Yeah, so now we just get I'm gonna get a new one of these, thermostat housing. That'll go on. I'll get the attachment hose from there to there, and we'll start putting the rest of the valve covers on and then get it kind of prettied up a little bit. I have to do some painting. I'm gonna tidy this all up and paint it, so that'll be next. I'll just spot paint where it needs it to get it all looking good again. All right, so I got some good work done on the 427 today. I got the intake manifold back on, as you guys have probably seen from the last episode, and I got the valve covers on. They look great. I was gonna put the fuel pump on, a few other things. I thought, well, you know what, maybe not. We have to put the engine in 1 or 2 times in the frame before we actually get, you know, everything's settled. So I'm just gonna keep it really straightforward for now. It looks good. I'm gonna paint the back of it and finish up the orange where the paint's sort of chipped or it's been dirty or whatever. But on a different note here, the Porsche. My exhaust came, which is awesome. I've got all that, but I was underneath here looking at what I'm gonna do with this car. Like, what am I gonna do with the hanger, for example? The exhaust hanger was broken, so I found another one and I painted it and put it in and welded up where it was broken. I got a really good hard look at the engine compartment, and it's pretty gross. Like, it's really dirty. I got broken vacuum lines. I got broken fuel lines. I've got all kinds of dirty, it's just awful. I might film it later, but it doesn't look great. And what I don't want to have happen is have me, you know, in a rush to get this thing on the road or get it driving, have the motor be dangerous, I guess, like fuel leaks and whatever else. So I'm not going to do that. I've decided that it's not on the road this year. I'm gonna take the motor out, the transmission out. I'm gonna go over everything on it, replace that triangle of oil leaks, death, whatever they call it, at the top of the motor, get that fixed out, paint everything, remove all the seals that are leaking and redo those, fix everything up, maybe put the Carrera chain tensioners in, just do what needs to be done. Do a compression test on the motor and see if it actually is worth keeping, or maybe it needs to be rebuilt, and that's yet another delay, but whatever. And then put the car together and then drive it when it's ready to drive. I don't want to drive it right now as a dirty wreck. The car itself is mechanically needs a lot of things. The paint and body are wonderful. The interior is wonderful, but mechanically, I don't know enough about it. I bought the car as an unfinished project, so it needs some more attention. So I really want to go through it and do it properly. So that's the plan. Motor's coming out this week. and I'm gonna take it down, have a really close look at everything, wash it. I've already ordered some lower valve covers. You guys in the Porsche community know what that means. It means they'll be the ones that are gusseted and they have all the extra framework built into the casting to make them less likely to warp. And just that kind of thing. Just take my time and spend the money and do it right. And it doesn't get on the road this year. It's a 2023 car officially as of today. So that's the plan moving forward. I've got some really cool stuff. And I'm going to take that CIS injection off of there and put carburetors on it. So I want to wait for those to come too and put it all together as one big, beautiful, clean package and stick it back up in the car and then hook up to a gas line and a battery and start it up. That's the plan. So starting tomorrow, we're taking this motor out. And I've been told you can do it in an hour and a half. So we're shooting for an hour and a half.